Some might say that I'm a loner, but I just call it being free. I am my heart's only owner.
Hey everyone, we're back here for Sunday Chat, and I've got Marie here with me today, and it sure is nice to have her with me. I've had to do 2 videos this week by myself and didn't get to have her helping me at all. And I sure have been missing her. I hope that everyone's as happy to see her as I am this morning.
Yeah, I'm on the mend, I think.
Marie is starting to get better. She's a long ways from being well. And we'll talk about that in just a minute. First, we'll talk about the weather for just a second. It has been extremely hot this week, but
Yes.
we finally got some rain yesterday, and we got rain today. It's actually raining outside right this minute. So we pulled the curtains too so that we could enjoy talking to you without enjoying the rain outside. So Marie, if you feel up to it this morning, let's let you go ahead and do the devotion first.
Okay.
And this week, Marie's devotion is on Matthew 6:4, and she's going to try to make it through. If she develops a coughing spell, we'll just cut the video and we'll come back to you and finish it up. But, so go ahead, Marie.
Okay, it says, give your gifts in private. Your Father who sees everything will reward you. And like Calvin said, that was Matthew 6:4. And then down at the bottom of the page it says, nothing disciplines the inordinate desires of the flesh like service, and nothing transforms the desires of the flesh like serving in kindness. I've never heard that word before. Kindness. Oh, hiddenness.
Hiddenness.
Y'all could tell I'm not with it today. Hiddenness. The flesh whines against service, but it screams against hidden service. It strains and pulls for honor and recognition. When we do, we're just human, and when we do things sometimes, we don't want to be recognized for what we do, but the humanness in us sometimes, wants people to see it, but yet, we don't need to be like that. God doesn't want us to be like that. He wants us to do it for the right reasons. But like I said, we all are sinners, and we all strive to do what is right. But sometimes the flesh gets in the way. But I've been taught this a lot in church. And so I always really try to have the right motives and the right desires. And then when I catch myself not having them, I go to the Lord and ask Him to forgive me. And that always sets me at peace. And I strive to do better, because I'm just like, everybody that's a Christian, and we all do make wrong choices, wrong decisions sometimes, and we have to go to God and ask Him to help us get through it and do things for the right reason. And so this is what the devotion is about today. It says, what do you do? What do you do? Do you teach Sunday school, work with refugees, lead a Bible study, help out an animal shelter? Whatever you do to serve God, why do you do it? If no one else knew what you were doing, giving, or praying, would you still do it? The Christian life is not about showing off. It's about helping others, being generous, sacrificing for someone else. Those are all good things. But if you live that way just so people will say, wow, what a generous person, then that's all the reward you'll get. Do things privately so that only your God knows about your generosity. And that's the best way to serve, is to serve from a pure heart and to do for others. And I like to do things for others, but I don't want them to know about it mostly now. And so that's what I strive to do. And I could do a lot more. And definitely. And at this age, I have to admit, I do a lot less. And I really wish that I felt like doing a lot more. But anyway, God knows my heart. He knows what I can do and what I can't do. And so He knows, like I said, He knows my heart. He knows when I'm doing it for the right reasons. And He knows y'all's heart out there, and He knows when y'all are doing it for the right reason also. So let's do things for the right reason when we serve God.
You made it through without any coughing, and so I'm proud of you for that. Marie went
I
last.
hope I made it. I hope that I made what I said come out right. You know, when you're spacey-headed, when you're taking antibiotics and stuff like that, it's hard to get your thoughts out right.
Last Monday, Marie, she got up that morning and she said, I think we'll go ahead and go to the doctor today. So I said, well, rather than go and see our regular doctor, because it takes a while to get in there, especially if you don't have an appointment, I said, we'll just go to the urgent care because we can get in and out real quick. And so we went to urgent care, and the doctor seen her there, and he checked her and said she definitely had bronchitis, and she also has an ear infection. And you didn't even know you had that, did you, Marie?
Yeah, and also we knew that our primary doctor that we love wouldn't be there on Monday. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Monday's her day off.
So we decided to go to.
Okay, but so anyway, so she got some antibiotics and she got some cough syrup. She's been taking them all week. And I can tell a difference. I can tell that she is better, but she's still not completely over it. And from experience, when you've had it before, it takes 2 or 3 weeks or longer sometimes to get over this, don't it, Marie?
Yes. Previously, I never even went for antibiotics or anything. I just tried to fight it off, and it would take longer. But if you take care of things when they need to be taken care of, you can get, when you're older, you can get through them quicker.
Well, that makes good sense. Go ahead and treat it before it gets too bad.
Right.
Okay, so hopefully you're going to be completely recovering soon.
Yes, and I admit, you know, it makes you very weak when you have bronchitis, and it's you lose your appetite and you cough constantly and all of that. But I always try to pace myself and get things done as I, feel like doing them, and it makes me feel better to just small accomplishments throughout the day to get them accomplished. I don't, and this particular time when I'm sick, I don't try to overdo myself. I just do what's needed.
Okay. So on Tuesday morning, we got up and we had already made plans to meet Kim and the 2 great-granddaughters at the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want to disappoint them, so we went ahead and went. Marie said she felt like going. So she made it through that. But then, after we got home Tuesday afternoon, we have stayed home all week until this morning. We finally got up this morning and went and did a grocery pickup up at Walmart's. But other than that, we stayed home all week long.
And Tuesday, actually, I shouldn't have went to the Mexican restaurant to eat, but, I wanted to see my grandbabies, but I don't have anything that's catching. This is, you can catch it, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But they all had something, they're on sale.
Yeah, they've already had it, I think. Okay, so we stayed home, and so I've been trying to take care of Marie the best I can. And
I believe Calvin, if you could catch this, Calvin would already have it, but just about everybody that we know around, and a lot of people in this area, they have bronchitis. So it's just the hot temperatures, I guess the changing of the weather. I'm not a doctor, I don't know, but just it's going around it.
Yeah, a lot of people's having problems with it.
Yeah.
So this last week, I did do 2 cooking videos. One of the cooking videos, well, we'll talk about the videos in a few minutes. We'll get down there to them, but I did do 2 cooking videos, and I enjoyed doing those.
Yeah, I try not to cough in the background, but some of y'all said that y'all heard me. And I was in the living room, so I actually went all the way to the end of the house and shut the door when I felt like I had to cough. But some of the coughs got out on camera, on video.
Well, when we're using our microphones, the microphones are very sensitive and they pick up everything, even when the chickens are crowing next door. It'll pick up those chickens crowing at the right time.
Actually, it's 2 houses up.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll skip over. I got a couple things we want to talk about there, but I'll jump over and we'll talk about the videos that we did last week. Okay, Marie?
All right.
We had 5 videos last week. The very first video, I hope everyone saw this, was our Sunday chat. And we talked about the heat wave, how bad the heat had been. And it's been rough, hasn't it, Marie? But I'm so glad that...
The humidity with it is rough.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we got the rain that we got just recently. But I'm also glad that I replaced that fan. I don't remember if I told everyone this last week, but I replaced a fan that's up in the attic, and it's on the gable end, and it pulls the heat out of the attic. And it has made a difference, hasn't it, Marie?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. You being handy like you are, I'm proud of it because I'm not handy.
Well,
not in the same way you are.
Well, I would say it kept us, a few degrees cooler, and probably made the air conditioner run less. So I'm really glad of that.
Yeah.
Okay, the next video we did. Now on that Sunday chat, I had talked about that we had a video from the previous week about Father's Day where we had a big leak in our shower, and I said I was not going to post that video, but accidentally that video was listed in a playlist, so a few of our viewers saw that video and made comments on it. And so when I read the comments, I said, how did they see that video? So once I realized what was going on, I said, well, I might as well just let everybody see it then, because the comments were actually good. So I went ahead and just turned that video on. I believe I turned it on Sunday night. So we ended up having 2 videos on Sunday, didn't we, Marie? And I appreciate everyone being so kind and giving me good comments for it, because I honestly felt like that was a terrible video. But, okay, so the next video we did, we put it out on Monday, and that was the cherry pineapple jello salad. And Marie had actually made that dessert, I think you made on either Thursday or Friday of the week before, didn't you? I don't remember the exact day you made it, but she did make that dessert. It came out on it came out on Monday evening, and it was delicious. I loved it. Marie ate some, but she didn't eat nowhere near as much as I did.
It was really good, and it was a vintage recipe. I'm sure that y'all probably ate it a lot growing up that are in our age range, and y'all probably had sour cream with it instead of the Greek yogurt.
Yeah, and on that particular recipe, it did take a little longer to set up than what the recipe calls for, but letting it set overnight was not a problem. And like I said, the cherry flavors, the jello combination, I just loved it. It was really delicious.
One of the reasons that it might have took my recipe a little longer to set up was because our refrigerator was set down it was set up at a higher temperature, and you lowered it.
I did, yeah.
And so then it set up good.
Yeah, it did good. And it's possible that all this heat that we've been having might have made the refrigerator just run a little bit warmer than normal.
Yeah.
And so we'll have to keep an eye on it, because the reason I had turned it up was back during the wintertime, our milk in the top would be freezing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And so I didn't want it freezing, so I had turned it up just a little bit. But things like that, you just have to adjust them back and forth, I guess.
Yeah.
The next video that we did last week, I made this. It's called the Easy Breakfast Casserole. And now Marie has got several videos that she's made for breakfast casseroles. And this one is just a very basic, simple,
Yeah.
inexpensive, easy recipe to make. And it was very delicious. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This was during the time that Marie was having a lot of problems with her bronchitis. So she did try and eat some, but she didn't eat a lot. Over the last 3 or 4 days, she's been eating very minimal amounts of food.
Yeah, I still don't have an appetite at all.
But now, yesterday you did real good, Marie.
Yeah, you made me 2 very delicious meals yesterday, and so I was able to eat them yesterday,
So
but I have no appetite today.
Okay, so yesterday, now no video on this, but yesterday for lunch I made Marie a chicken salad sandwich, and I put lettuce and tomatoes on it and all the good stuff that she likes on her sandwiches, and gave her a few potato chips to go with it, and you probably drank a Coke with it. Does that sound about right? And she, when she was eating it, she said, "This is so good, Calvin." Said, "Thanks for making this." And so I knew she was enjoying it when she ate it all.
Yeah.
So then yesterday evening for the supper meal, I told her, I said, "Marie, I could make you a salad, and I've got some of that chicken salad left. I could put it on it for you." And she said, "Sounds good." So I made her a real good salad. Y'all know Marie, she likes them salads about that big around. So I made
Not that big.
I made it almost that big around, and I put
It's that big.
and I put chicken salad on it and all the good toppings that she likes.
Yeah.
And you ate it all too, didn't you, Marie?
Yeah, and I'm glad that I was able to eat it, but you know, I go through spells like that. I would feel like I can eat, and then
Well, when I seen her eat 2 good meals yesterday, I knew then she is starting to show some improvement, so I'm proud for you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next video that we did last week came out on Friday night, and we did the July 4th dinner for 2. And I put that meal together with very low cost, and I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Marie?
It was good, yeah.
Yes, and the best part about it, I had bought a package of chicken legs, and we've got a little bit over half of that package of chicken legs left.
Yeah.
I put those in the freezer. They're sitting in the freezer right now. And for this coming week, I have an idea for a video that I'd like to make using only items that's in our freezer. We're most of the time using things that we've either bought fresh or canned goods. But on this meal, I'd like to use only items in the freezer. And so I may put that together. I'm going to try to put that together, and we'll have a video on that this week. Okay, this coming week, also, I had told everyone that I had to go to the doctor for a scan on my throat and my esophagus, and I was wrong on that. I do have to go to that doctor, but it is just for a follow-up visit, and it's scheduled for this coming Wednesday. And so now he may, when he looks at me, he may want to schedule the endoscopy then, but for this week it's just a follow-up visit. I called over and talked to the nurses to see exactly why I was coming in. So that pretty much covers everything that we've had going on. Now this coming Thursday is July the 4th, and as of right now we don't have any plans for July the 4th. We're probably just going to stay here at the house because Marie may be feeling better, but she's not going to be completely well by then, I don't think. Do you, Marie?
I hope so, but I know from previous experiences when I've had bronchitis, it's took me around about 6 weeks to get completely where I feel like just doing what I need to do every day. But I'm hoping, you know, that since I got my antibiotic early, that I will recover earlier. So that's what my plans are, and so
Well, that sounds good to me.
I hope it happens for me.
Okay.
Let's say I'm praying for it anyway.
Sounds like a good prayer. Okay. And I've got one other thing that I want to suggest to everyone, and I do not have it written down, and Marie don't know about this. But you've done real good today talking. We hadn't had to edit any for you having a bad cough. And so I feel like Marie is starting to get better. And so a lot of our viewers have got a lot of questions. We get questions almost every single day, don't we, Marie?
Yeah.
And we answer those questions. We did a question and answer video about probably 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's been a long time ago. So Marie, how do you feel about us doing another question and answer video? And so,
Well, I don't really care. If I feel like answering, I will. If I don't, I'll say next question.
okay, so here's how we'll do it. When you're watching this video, if you have a question that you would like to answer, put your question in the comments for this video. And I will write down all the questions. It may be a week, it may be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks, but as soon as we get around to it, where we can sit down and answer all the questions, we'll do a special video on questions and answers. We'll try to post it on maybe a Tuesday or a Thursday night that we don't normally post a video, so that it will be a bonus video for you. And we'll try to let you know in advance when we're going to do it. So that's an invitation to everyone. Leave us comments, leave us questions. Let's see how many questions we can get. The last time we did this, Marie, we had so many questions. I had notebook page after page after page full of questions.
Wow.
And so what I did was I put them all together. We'd probably have maybe 5 people asking the same question, so I just combined them all together. So, but if you got questions and you'd like to know the answer, leave the question in the comments. If you watched our video from 2 or 3 years ago, our answers may be totally different today than what they were 2 or 3 years ago. And so, because things change, don't they, Marie?
Yeah.
Definitely things change.
And the way you think about things change also.
It does, yeah. And as you start to reach a more mature age, as Marie and I, you start thinking about things totally different. And we have a totally different attitude. Things that I used to think had to be done right now, today, can't wait till tomorrow, can't put it off, we're going to do it right now. Those things now, I'll put them off till tomorrow or next week if I need to. And there's been some things, I can think of one thing that I have put off for almost a year now that I want to do, and I'll probably get around to doing it one day, but if I don't, I'm going to eventually break down and pay someone to do it for me. But I've been wanting to do it myself, and so one day I'll get to it. How many people's like that you're so stubborn you won't pay anyone to do it, even though you've got the money to pay someone to do it for you, you just want to do it yourself? And so, Marie, would you say I'm very stubborn?
You're
Be honest now, tell the truth.
you're not really stubborn. You just maybe a little.
Go ahead, tell the truth.
Maybe a little.
I'm very stubborn. When I get my mind set on something, I usually want to get it done, don't I, Marie? Okay, well, everyone, we've enjoyed y'all joining us here for our Sunday morning chat. To me, this is the best part of our channel right now, is doing our chats that we do once a week. And we've got a lot of people that tell me that they love this part the best. So we appreciate that. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate you commenting. And if you have not subscribed, be sure and subscribe to our channel, because it really does help our channel out, don't it, Marie?
It does.
We've got, I know for a fact, we've got a lot of people that watches our channel, that watches regular, but they never clicked on the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel. It don't cost anything, but it just shows us that we appreciate you watching it. I got all twisted up. It just shows us that you appreciate our channel. And I think I mentioned this the other day, but when you went to the doctor Monday morning, we did run into one of our viewers that said she lived out here not very far from where we live, and she said she watches our channel every video, and said she also watches Kim's channel. And so I was real proud to hear that.
And her name is Ruby, and we won't say her last name, but we was very happy to meet her, wasn't we?
We absolutely was. We were actually starting to walk out, and she was starting to walk out at the same time from another office, and she spotted us, and she said, "Hey, Calvin and Marie," and so we started up a conversation and talked, didn't we, Marie?
Right.
And we have that happen quite often, and we try to remember everybody's names. I'm the world's worst at remembering names, and so if I write them down, I can remember them until I lose the paper I write them on.
Right.
But we certainly do appreciate it. Okay, Marie, I think we've covered all the topics. Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
No, I just want to say, everyone, y'all have a great week, and have a great, let's see now, y'all all, let's see, my mind is kind of clouded right now. So y'all all have a great 4th of July.
There you go.
Right. I was thinking now, will we have another Sunday chat before then? But we won't.
No.
So.
Okay. So everyone have a great 4th of July. I see that my camera battery over here is fixing to go dead.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and end it pretty quick. But y'all be sure and leave us comments if you have any questions, and we'll do that question and answer video coming up real soon.
Yeah, and so y'all do what you love and love what you do. And y'all have, like I said, have a great 4th, and we'll see you on our next video. Bye.
My mama used to say, ooh, happiness requires work every day.